Sebastian!
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. Hi, guys.
With a new cup.
With the new cup.
I have the cup from 𝒂𝐻𝐋𝐄𝐓𝐈𝐎𝐍,
which we were just at like 2 weeks ago-ish.
It's a really nice show, and they gave me this, so I was like, I'm gonna use this.
It's kind of annoying. Every time we do the show, we've been working with the organization now for 2 or 3 years. Jesse always does the week and I do the weekend, so we never get to actually go together.
But it's only because I have other shows in the weekend.
Yeah. Anyway, you got up to all sorts of... No, it's better for the frame. You got up to all sorts of fun adventures in Aachen. Right. There was quite a viral video you did with your new friend.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was this guy, Evan Grooms. It's his name on social media, and he does all these funny things. When I realized he was coming, I messaged him because you don't really meet many times, like us also guys, but also ones that do a bit like similar things, and I just really like what he does.
Well, I think you like leaning into like the comedy side, and you like that he does too. Yeah.
And then we were going to do something together, and he had brought his bonnet because he acts like a horse and he wears his bonnet. And this
will literally only make sense to the people that know him.
Well, you were overlaid with some videos of
Oh, well, making me work now.
Yes.
I just want to take 60 seconds to explain why Squarespace is the perfect platform for you if you're looking to build a website or if you're looking to switch over to an easier platform to run your website. I've run my website through Squarespace for many years now. What I loved about it is that they offer hundreds of already made templates that you can just go in and kind of quickly get some inspiration and create what you want from. I can really easily manage my storefront, update stock levels, and do little quick updates to my website also through my phone. So when I'm traveling, it's really convenient. They keep coming out with new innovations and updates to make all the features more useful for your website, and also new creative ideas to make it look always even better and updated. I couldn't recommend Squarespace more highly, especially if any of you like me have no real knowledge on how to do these kind of things. Squarespace will take you through the step-by-step guide of how to do everything yourself and save a lot of money in the process. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, then do use my link, which will also support my channel, which is www.squarespace.com/MattHarnacke, and in doing so you'll receive 10% off the first purchase of a website or a domain.
And he doesn't care but to walk around with them and stuff, so then I was like, maybe I can lead you around on the showground, like what is it like to bring a horse to Aachen. And then you have these entrances where the people have to stop because horses come through. Right, here's a path, the horse needs to come through, people need to close it so the audience can't get in the way. So we had to convince the people to close it as if we were a horse. Yeah, this is the video.
Because people were not getting paid enough. Did you see the face of the last guy in the end?
No,
he was a spectator or someone.
Yeah,
he was like, what is this generation doing now?
He did really well, but it was just like a 5-second thing.
6 million views or something, right?
Yeah. No, we had fun.
We thought we'd do something a little bit different for this podcast. Usually I'm always the one that's picking questions and stuff, but instead this time Jesse has gone on my phone and seen all the different questions you guys have submitted for this episode, and he's gone ahead and picked them. So I actually have no idea what we're going to be talking about or doing, which I have to say I'm enjoying. Yeah. I'm actually really liking.
Really?
Yeah.
For me it was a bit more difficult because I struggle making decisions.
Yeah.
So I had all these questions and I was going to try to go to 15, but it's a bit more, so we might have to just talk a bit fast or make the answer not too long.
Get to the point.
So first question, who is your lawyer?
Oh,
you want a juicy?
Stop! No.
Why not?
No, I didn't even talk about this in the other video. I left it out.
Okay.
Okay, you can say it. You want to run your mouth. You can say it.
Well, there's been some drama online about things, but we have the same lawyer.
That made absolutely no sense.
So then you can take over. You want the juicy questions. We can also just skip.
Okay, no, I'll say it. So, with the whole drama that's happened with the video coming out and everything, there was a lawyer that submitted the video to the FEI, and you and I, we saw it on an article, and we were gobsmacked that it was our lawyer that had submitted the video to the FEI.
Yes.
So,
next question.
Anyway, so that wasn't a question. Oh, it was. Oh, so someone else has figured it out then. Right.
Any
God.
issues when you guys first started living together? Are you liking this already?
Wow. Wow. Last time you were complaining that there was too much like drama and you wanted positivity and sunshine and rainbows and vegetarian chicken. And now here you are doing all this.
Well, you want the juicy.
I'll give you juicy. What was the question again? Any issues when you first started living together? I remember, I think, actually on a real level,
Maybe next
there was
question.
an issue in the beginning because you were so busy with work and I had just moved from Australia. And I was like, hello, I've just moved. No one's here. I'm on my own.
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's actually a really good point. I really tried to find a balance into like not stopping with everything because I always was like really busy. And I've also moved here then new, so there was also lots of changes in that.
But I told Jesse from the beginning, I'm not the type of person that follows someone around like a dog on a leash. Like you need to live your life and I'll live mine, and then we need to make time then to sometimes do fun stuff together and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not just gonna trail behind you. That's not me. I like to do my own thing and set up my own thing. But somehow there was no time to then come together.
Sorry, but it worked out now.
Hey, you want to ask these questions? I'll give you the real answers, and then
That was
they
a
will
good
know.
answer.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Did you wait? You need to answer it too. Did you?
I know, but I agree with that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How is your Dutch coming along? Can you answer some questions in Dutch? Ik verstaan.
Mijn Nederlands is niet zo goed. Yeah, are you gonna sneeze or is there something coming out?
I'm thinking of a question because can you answer some questions?
Maybe ask me something in Dutch and I'll see.
Yeah, that's my whole thing I'm thinking
Oh,
about.
okay. Well, make it simple. I mean, I don't know that much Dutch. I can understand like 80. Well,
Because you can
maybe
talk
probably
for sure.
70% of Dutch.
What? 70?
70% I can understand, I would say. I think it's the 30%, the specific detail I miss. Come on, ask me a question.
Oh, so difficult. Van koken.
Ik hou van niet van koken. Ik eet alleen wat jij kocht. Kookt. For English people, this is going to sound real strange.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking
it is
about
good.
cooking.
Oh yeah.
Let's make that clear. That's enough.
Hou jij van
That's enough.
tuinieren?
Ja, heel veel.
Okay. He likes gardening.
Yeah.
You both have been on social media for a while. Do you have an exit strategy? Do you have exit strategy?
Wow.
Kind of good questions also. Like
Probably.
they're not like boring questions. Not that they are
No,
boring,
that's a good
but
one. That is actually a
Multiple
really good one. I mean, I feel like diversifying and kind of finding different avenues for us to, I don't know. I mean, you never know where things are going to go. I could make my life really stressful and try and find all these other alternatives, or I can just kind of ride out the opportunities that are presented in front of me and things that I'm passionate about.
But I thought this was more meant like if you ever want to stop, how do you do that?
Well, stopping is easy. You say, bye everyone, it's been a fun ride, but I'm doing me now.
It is something actually that worries me a lot, but about work and life in general, because thirsty go. Because I think so often like, oh, what if this stops? Or what if I can't afford this? Or what if I can't do that? Or what if I don't get booked? And all these kind of things. But then I try to remind myself as well, everything kind of goes for a reason. And usually when you go with the flow, you can never plan. And if I already stress about it now when it's not even happening, then I can better stress about it if it would ever happen. Hopefully it will never happen.
And there's somehow like a natural progression of things that happens like in a way where like you fall into something else. Like I could see myself being in like the real estate space. I could see myself like advising on certain things. Like I there's like lots of elements that like interest me, and if for some reason social media changes and that's no longer an option for me, I see myself being happy in other ways.
I don't see myself doing anything else than I'm doing now.
But you're not talking about the social media, you're talking about the horses.
Yeah. All right.
Next.
What do you think the intentions of the person exposing the video of CD was?
I would like to think
I read this
You're
online.
kidding me. I asked you to be, I wanted to make, okay, this is some tea for you guys. My previous video I made to this one, where I'm just like chatting to you guys about the current events and everything, where my head is at. I said yes to Yessa, let's make that our podcast episode. He's like, no, I want to do questions. Now you're making it again about that.
Well,
but this is a good question because
yeah, that's what I thought.
I didn't answer. I didn't go into this stuff.
Okay.
So
what was all this talk about?
Do you want to answer first?
Well, I think, of course, without going into too deep, the whole thing is not good, and when these things happen, it is good to like show them and hopefully all grow from it and make sure it doesn't happen again. I did read, I think it even was in there, that the person doing it now didn't want this person to now win a medal at the Olympics. That's what
the girl,
yes.
The 19-year-old girl.
Yeah. So to answer that question, that was said, that was the reason. But yeah, it's just a difficult topic, and it should not be like that.
I think it's the person who's gone through this and feels affected by it. It's not easy to be the whistleblower. It's not easy to put your hand up and say, this has happened to me. I think no matter how much time passes, it's never too late to say it or to express how you feel.
No, that's very important to mention as well, because it's not that it's now been years so you can never say it again. That's not true.
What I don't love about it is that this was tactically made in a way to make the biggest headlines. Allegedly, the video clip from that went viral now that it's released, but allegedly this video clip was sold exclusively to one media channel, so money was made as well. Allegedly, that's not confirmed, but Yes and I have a lot of inside knowledge about this information just through people that we know. We are not going to comment on things that are alleged, but for me also, I've heard there's laughter that you can hear in the video, and I've heard that allegedly the person that took the video is the mother of the person that was riding. Now, I don't know whether this is true or not, but I would imagine that because this video was filmed at the person's facility, at her facility. So I would imagine that person who filmed it was someone that was either a friend or within their circle or her mother or someone close. And I just don't understand how you can watch that and laugh.
Yeah.
I don't get that at all. And it wasn't even that like, oh, I had to laugh because Charlotte was next to me and it was awkward and I had to go with it. Charlotte was on the other side of the arena and this woman just was so out of touch that she thought what she saw was funny. And I thought that was just also disgusting.
What's your dream proposal or wedding?
Gosh, these things are really changing from topic to topic.
It's unstable.
Dream proposal, I don't know. I've never really thought about that. Dream wedding, I would imagine like a smaller wedding. Somewhere like historic. Like I wouldn't want to get married in like this like, casino club type of thing. Like I want to get married somewhere like Lake Como, like in a really beautiful house in Lake Como, which is very scenic with nice weather. I just think the weather is not good enough in the Netherlands to have a wedding.
Yeah.
Like you just, even in the summer, it's just like, you know, we're lucky today, but yeah, this has been 1 in a million days.
So you would never have an indoor wedding?
I think because I'm so in tune with nature and I love nature so much, I would love...
You'll get married, you'll be like, these are hydrangeas. This is...
Yeah. I would love it to be somewhere really beautiful and outdoors. I mean, you'd have to have some sort of indoor-outdoor situation, but some sort of big historic house in a scenic place. That's where I would see it.
Okay.
You?
Well, I don't really think about that too much. Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Mr. Imagination, give us something. Let me guess. Is it in a historic house somewhere scenic?
I mean, I will think about it and get back to you.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really know now. Like, I like somewhere warm, but
close your eyes and imagine yourself getting married. What do you see? What do you see?
Dogs. Dogs present, that's for sure.
You're such a pick-me girl. Okay, let's go next.
What is a pick-me girl?
It's just like the person that says, well, like, will obviously give her like the attention of the crowd. You know, like how the girls that are like, oh, I love food. I just want to like stuff my face all day and watch Netflix. And,
why would that be a I just see the dog. You asked me a question, I give an answer.
Dogs! Hello, it's a wedding! It's not an animal shelter. It's a wedding.
Well, it's like it doesn't say where, it says what. So I can actually answer it in that way.
What's your dream wedding? Dogs.
No, that they will be there and they will bring the rings.
Okay, let's go next question.
But yeah, maybe also somewhere like nice and warm. but
And
not too warm.
historic and old. Scenic.
I have my own mind. Have you found a mare for Emporio, either for yourself or a different breed owned by another?
I have, yes. I have like a video coming out about this in the near future, so I think it's best.
Again.
I think it's best we leave it for that. Also, everyone thought this horse was Etro. This is not Etro, by the way, but he's very sweet.
All right.
Nice.
What are you and your horse's weakness, strengths in riding at the moment?
Lightning.
Oh, sorry, I read how it was written.
Oh, they really spelled it lightning.
Riding. Sorry. I didn't.
Do you want to go first?
I think my weakness is definitely consistency.
In what way?
In like sticking to one way or really being focused.
It's the ADHD.
Well, that or just, I don't know. I'm sometimes a bit all over the place. And my strengths is I think I just try to be positive. Yeah, focus on the little things. And I'm kind of sometimes
That
can
is
be
a
happy
really
kind
good-
of quickly.
Yeah. And you like really cherish all the small steps. Like it's like if
That's
the
why I'm
horse
still doing circles.
No, but if the horse gives you like one sign of where you want, there's a straight reward and like and you can build from that really easily. That's definitely your strength. You're quite patient also.
You think?
Yeah.
And my horse's strengths and weaknesses, I think for every horse it's kind of different. But
Let's
I
just
think
maybe just do Antares.
their strengths are just that they definitely feel motivated for me. Like they feel like they are willing to do it.
They want to work with you.
Yes. And the weaknesses, they don't really have it.
Oh, Antares, I know. Separation anxiety.
Yeah, but that's not in writing. I mean,
Can be.
sometimes as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a thing. And Gaio is sometimes also all over the place. And Macho is hormonal sometimes.
Yeah.
And Annie is perfect as well. But the others are too. Okay, now you.
Okay, my weakness would be I don't let the horse make the mistake, so I'm constantly fixing it and not letting them make the mistake and then correcting it, and I think that creates more confusion. So that's my perfectionist. I really struggle with that. My strength, I think in my training, I'm very consistent. Like, I'm very repetitive, and I have my system with my horses, and I have like a setup for every week, and I stay in that rhythm.
And I feel like you don't really get insecure about it.
I feel like I trust the training process. Yeah. And I would say strengths and weaknesses of my horses. Emporio can be quite stallion. That can be a distraction. His strength, he's got an immense amount of power and willingness to work. He gives like 120% every time. Etro, weakness, kind of lazy. Like
But he doesn't look lazy.
No, he doesn't look lazy, but he's...
Because he can also get like...
You need to get it.
spooky.
You need to bring him in the right mindset.
I would say spooky is the worst.
That's kind of gone now. It's gotten a lot better. It's more like, you know, Emporio has that instant power that's ready to be accessed. And Etro, you need to... He's a diesel. You need to warm him up to it. Yeah. Oh,
You could go...
Emporio's back.
Oh.
I could hear him.
If you could go back and buy one horse, which one would you buy?
Oh, there's one horse I've always thought of. You were with me. It was when we were with that crazy lady that tried to scam us with Soñador. Or, what was his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when we went to that stable that had that stallion that I was like, oh, I've seen the stallion, the breeding stallion. And they took it out. And I took a photo with it. It was a bay stallion.
Okay.
The stallion wasn't for sale. But then they showed us a 3-year-old son of that stallion. And it was beautiful. And I don't know what possessed me not to buy that. Emporio's just come home.
I think she's coming from this side.
He's very vocal. No. No, of course not. He's in the tack-up area. Hello!
Hello. For me, it will be Carino.
Oh, yeah.
My old horse that I was riding, and then I owned him kind of half, but that was kind of a way for me to ride him. And then he was sold, but he is still very special, a place in my heart. But he was a really good show jumping horse, but he was also very sweet soul, because in the beginning he was really difficult. But then later we could just do everything together, and
You guys went through a real journey together.
yeah, so I still miss him.
He's in China now, which
Japan.
is crazy. Oh, Japan.
Yeah, and I still have contact with him because, yeah.
Well, but not the horse, the owner. But
How do you know?
you talk to him.
Telepathically.
Right.
Did Jesse come close to buying one of the foals? Yeah, so we went
Oh
this
my God.
Horse TV trip.
Oh my God, you keep doing this. We're gonna talk about this. This is actually a bigger topic.
Why?
Because I said to Jesse, Jesse went to an auction a while ago where he put a bid on a horse for an astronomical amount of money, which is very unlike Jesse. But I told you, I looked at him and I said, don't put any bids on any horses while you're at the auction because it's easy to get caught up. Yeah, I should have told him to do it. It's easy to get caught up in the moment. And
It's a
so
really nice horse.
it wasn't even a Puri, which is the horse you want to buy next as well. It was a Dutch horse, a dressage horse. It was this huge black stallion thing, and you put in a bid for a lot of money. You could have gotten a really nice Puri with that money. And thank goodness it didn't go through because someone bid higher. And I told him, I said, I think at some point we need to communicate better about like, after a certain amount of money. No, 1 second. After a certain amount of money, we should talk to each other about like
everything happened for a reason. We established something else then.
And then with this fall, what happened there?
What, I couldn't buy it?
The girl says it's already sold. No.
What is wrong with the foal? No, listen. Can I tell my story? I saw this foal. We were filming for Horse TV in Sweden, and then like miniature curly horse breeder, but they also had ponies.
Just so funny.
Ponies without curls. And there was one that I spotted straight away from outside the field, and then it was like Antares' color, a little darker, and some dots on the bottom. And then she came to me straight away, and it was real love. Oh, such a sweet one. But then she was already sold to somebody. And then they visit the full lot also, so they really like it. But I said, if they change their mind, let me know. She said not for gold, so very upsetting. But at least I know the new owner loves her very much. But I asked also not for silver. Oh, I really liked it.
No, you said I'll give you double.
Yeah.
Not silver. You said I'll give you double.
Yeah, but
and then she told you how much they were paying, and it was almost more than what I paid for Emporio. For a foal of a Shetland.
Wasn't a Shetland. But still, if you find like a connection, it was very nice.
I did get Emporio for a good price, I will say that, but still. Maybe one day we'll talk about that.
You now make me look like I'm like this crazy person.
You weren't crazy, but you have these moments of like, let's talk about it.
Sometimes the money doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, but life's not that simple. Next question. Let's keep going.
But it was just very special.
Yeah.
Maybe add in the video. And now I really don't want to sound like I just waste money because
no, you don't. Yes, it's really not. He's very frugal with his money.
Anyway, what was the most irrational thing you ever did?
Oh, well, here we go. Speaking of irrational. I don't know. Irrational. I feel like you and I are pretty rational people. I mean, it was kind of looking at it like big picture, it was pretty irrational to sell our house, not having found another place.
Yeah. You can also don't really.
That was a little irrational.
If you don't sell it, it's also harder to.
Hey, we had an opportunity to sell without the house even going on the market, so we took it.
How is our beloved Andora doing? Just had to do this because everything with Andora I have to put in. She's doing good. She's now 30, so of course everything is maybe a little bit more stiff and stuff, but she still likes to play, run around.
She's still against the pressure. She's still piaffing in the tack up when you're washing her. And
she just is really in love with Gaio, so that's the only thing is that she now sometimes pees a lot, so I'm trying to figure that out with her, like, for her not to do that, but she's very happy, I think.
She had to have like surgery a while ago on her private areas to get rid of some stuff that she had there. They had to reconstruct her hole down. They had to do a full reconstruction down there, and now somehow it's like she's gone through puberty again, and she's like this 3-year-old with the geldings, and she's all about it. It's crazy. Yeah,
but for the rest, she's doing really good, and I love her very much, and I cuddle with her every day.
She's like those mares they use in front of the stallions that are always in heat. It's like that. It's literally like that.
But now it's been better since Guy has like been next to her.
How do they call that? Hengstmerrie in Dutch? Fokkermerrie? No.
No. Yeah, me have 𝒑𝒑𝒏𝒆𝒚, but that's for the story. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh.
Who did you get the second bracelet from?
The second bracelet I got from myself. Who asked that? Very well spotted. This first one was a present from Jesse, and then this one was a present from me to me.
How was your trip to Sweden? What did you get up to over there? Well, I just said already a little bit, of course, but we were there filming for Horsewheel TV. We did a lot of different kind of things. So dressage, breeds. I was even in an armor. Some funny things.
Oh, and
really
I did
everything.
I was on a small like Swedish TV show a couple of years ago, and I had to go in this armor thing as well.
Oh, it's so painful.
And I told them, I said, I'm sorry, I feel like you only have like this much space to see, and then it's this whole metal structure around your head, like the helmet. And I said, I think I'm gonna have like a panic attack because I had immediate claustrophobia when they put it on. I said, take it off.
Yeah,
But you put it. They tried, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but for me it was more because it was from her, so it was also a bit too small, I think.
Oh my god, it's
but
terrible.
It really hurt. For the rest, I really enjoyed it in Sweden because it's so beautiful, and we were in the beginning at very remote places, so it was really nice and quiet. Any house updates?
Yes, I guess. I mean, no final decisions have been made, but we have found one place we really, really like. So we have talked to you guys about that already. We're still trying to like figure things out exactly, but it's looking very promising.
Yeah.
So we
will take you on that road soon.
Yeah, we're very encouraged and happy about that. So yeah.
What are you and Jesse's current obsessions, just in general, not only about horses?
You've been obsessed lately with baby grand pianos.
Oh yeah.
And we've had a mutual obsession of like looking into like spas and hot tubs.
Oh yeah. And I go to the gym, and it's not an obsession.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but a spa, yeah. Because I have this like restless leg syndrome.
Oh yeah.
It's very awful. And I also read that a spa, like the pool kind of thing, can help for that, so it's a good excuse.
Yeah.
So if we ever find a new place, it would be nice to maybe have that.
Also,
too.
who knew that they were such luxury goods?
Why?
Like the prices.
But I've read the running costs are not. I mean,
No, it's not the running cost. It's the actual purchasing costs. I mean, hello. Right.
sorry for that sound. Are you jealous?
Not
I think
really.
I used to be a lot more jealous.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
Like, it depends on the situation and in what scenario, but usually it's good to try to just focus on yourself.
I think naturally when you're younger and you're like know less about life and you're more impressionable, you have tendencies or you can be more inclined to be jealous. But I think part of growing up is evolving from that space.
This is, I think, sometimes a good question because some people might not like want to say that, but do you ever not feel like riding or get tired of it at times?
Of course.
Because
absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it's not that you don't like it at that moment. It's just that maybe you're very busy, you're tired, you've done it a lot, depends. I mean, when I was younger, I only went once a week, then I was the whole week looking forward to it. And you do try to squeeze it in. I think sometimes it's just better not to. Especially when I always say, like, I'm just going to have a quick ride. Especially when I say I'm just going to have a quick ride, I end up sitting on the horse for like 3 hours, basically.
Yeah. And I think it's also like there's many aspects of riding that can make it tiring. It can be like a horse continuously getting injured. It can be like, it can be anything. It can be like a horse that has like with tires. It can be quite tiring, this whole like anxiety of when a horse leaves and trying to manage that and trying to help him. Like sometimes horses make really big problems out of really big things. And that's just because they see the world
things or big things.
Out of big and small things. And that's just because they see the world so differently through their own eyes. And sometimes you just want to be able to be like, hello, not such a big deal. Or like, hello, have some sort of like body awareness not to hurt yourself. Like they're just so like in their own world. I've always said that horses are like on a 24/7 mission to like hurt themselves.
I don't really have that feeling. But knock before I have to.
Yeah. I mean, we let our horses just be horses. So that naturally comes with whatever. But yeah, some days you're like, oh, again, or this, or another lost shoe, or this horse pulled a shoe and half the hoops come off, and you're like, oh, like just like even with Emporia, like everything was going, the riding has been so great. Now he's got an allergic reaction. I can't even put the saddle on the back.
You're getting a phone call, by the way.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so this is actually the last question. I don't know if we spoke about this, but who of the twins came first to the world? I guess it was Matt.
You guessed right.
And then I had another idea, just came up with it. We can both ask each other one question,
Oh God.
but not too difficult, please.
Are you scared of sharing your opinions honestly when it comes to controversial topics?
Not per se scared. I do think that sometimes, as I said before, I try to focus on my own thing. I do talk about things when they are not right, and maybe more behind the scenes I do things, but to really go and involve myself into like negative things online, I've never really tend to do. But if I really have to, I will. But it's not something I look for. I just want to spread the good things. That's what I try. Does it annoy you when I don't?
No, of course not. I think you should always be authentic to like what you feel passionate about saying and doing. So, and there's times where you have an opinion you feel like sharing and I don't. So I think you just need to do what feels natural and normal to you.
Yes.
Well, that was everything then.
I think that could, yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Unstable.
Yes, I hope so too.
Wide variety of topics. So thank you, Jesse, for picking the questions
This is basically how my mind goes.
Yeah.
And you guys served the questions.
It was a journey. But thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And we are going to catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.